welcome to Mama Ruth's house. So glad you stopped in. Today we're going to be making lean ground chicken meatballs and pasta. It's a delicious dish. It's a little twist how I make it. And it depends on what sauce you use. It's anywhere from 8 Weight Watcher points to 11 Weight Watcher points. And it also depends on the ground chicken. Today we are going to be using the 96% lean, but there is 98%, which is 0 points for that, but I could not find it. So these will be 11 points today. We will be using Simply Ragu, which this is a few less points. We're going to be using Lipton onion soup mix. I always add a little sweetener to my sauce. We prefer it with a little sweetener, but you can omit that. So I'm going to be using the Truvia. These chicken meatballs, you're going to see how easy it is to make them. I'm going to put some gloves on because that way I don't have to touch the meat and contaminate anything else what I'm making here. All right. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. I did. I think it's what we make it. I always say that you can wake up and be miserable, or you can choose to be happy and make do with what you got, because you know what? Life only comes around once. The ground chicken that we'll be using today, we're going to take about a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. We're going to put in 1 packet of the Lipton onion soup mix. Uh, 1.5 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese, 1 egg. I'm not going to be using any breadcrumbs. I'm just going to use this right here, and it works well. And then we're going to put in about a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. You can put fresh garlic if you'd like. And we're going to be putting in some fresh parsley. So that's all we need for that part. We are going to be using cooking spray and spraying our sheet. We don't want them sticking. I don't think they will, but you can use parchment paper, or I have these baking mats that I got on Amazon. All right, let's mix this up. Oh, a little pepper and salt. That's what, before I get my hands in there. It's pepper to salt to taste. There is some salt already in the Lipton soup mix, so we don't want to put too much salt. And then we're going to put probably about a half a teaspoon of pepper as well. All right, now we can get to mixing. All right, so it looks pretty good. I feel like we got it mixed up pretty good. I'm going to take these off. Don't need these now. And I'm going to wipe my hands. So it looks like this. Now, I use a little cookie scooper, and we're going to just put these on our cookie sheet. And we're going to bake them at 375 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. It really depends on your oven. Sometimes you have to make them a little smaller. Depends on your cookie scoop. So we'll kind of make sure we have 16. All right. It looks like I think I got the wrong scooper. So if that happens to you, just use less per serving. I chose the wrong scooper today. That's all right. So we got 13, which is an uneven amount, but that's all right. We'll when you're cooking it doesn't really matter. Figure it out. So I would say use 3, and there's 2 smaller ones, so you could do 3 or so. We're going to put these in the oven. I think I'm going to roll them up just a little bit more. You know what? I'll just use my hands. All right. I'll wash them. And I think I'm going to fix it so there's 12. So it'll be even. Yeah, that's much better. So you'll get 3 each because they're larger meatballs. All right. So we're going to put this in the oven. Now, while this is cooking, I'm going to put the water on for my pasta and cook my pasta so everything will be done at the same time. Again, this takes about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on your oven at 375. So we're going to put this in and wash my hands, and we'll be back. Welcome back. Well, our meatballs look and smell amazing. They are just wonderful. It took them about 22 minutes to get done. And we're going to just doctor it up. We're going to be using this Ragu Simply 8. It's just simply 8 ingredients. I'm going to pour that in our pot. Our pasta's boiling. It's just about done. Because this is only going to take just a few minutes. We're going to heat it through. Again, I always doctor everything up, so you'll see that as we cook. I'm going to put the other half of teaspoon of the Italian seasoning, some garlic powder, half a teaspoon onion powder, and then and I'm going to put some pepper in there, about a quarter teaspoon. And then, as I told you that we like our pasta sauce a little bit on the sweeter side, so I am going to be using the Truvia. So I'm going to heat this up, stir it around here. Let all those wonderful ingredients incorporate in there. I have been cooking since I was, I would say, 7th grade. I used to, I guess, get to, because I really love cooking. Cook for my family. When I was in school, I would be thinking about, oh, what am I going to make for dinner? And I was worried about it, and I would come home and make dinner. I always enjoyed cooking for the family. Pasta's just about ready. This is a pretty easy meal to make, healthy, and it tastes good, and it's just a really nice meal. I like that we can put the meatballs in the oven. You don't have to stand around and wait for them. So while this is cooking, we got our pasta timer ready. So we're going to be draining that here in shortly. So this is a 24-ounce jar. And you're going to be using a quarter of it up for each serving. So I kind of eyeball it. I'm not a good Probably a cup is what I put in our. Oh, good. It's starting to. Ooh, got a little bit too crazy there. Starting to boil. We don't really need it boiling too much. We're going to just place our meatballs in there. Get them all saucy. Put them all in there first, and then we'll stir it around. Get rid of our. I was pretty brave touching that. It was pretty warm earlier. So all of our meatballs are in the sauce. So they're covered with the sauce. Since they were warm already, it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, there, it's already hot. So I'm going to turn this off and just let it stay there. Oh, they look so good and they smell so good. And you can taste your sauce and add a little bit of whatever you like better than what I have on, what I put on there. Everybody has a different taste, obviously. Be pretty boring if we were all the same. I'm going to drain our pasta real quick. I prepared a salad for us. I'm using a 3/4 cup of pasta. It's plenty. And then I'm going to take and place 3 meatballs on there. And some sauce. Scoop of sauce. Oh yeah, that looks so good, huh? And then we're going to put just a little bit of parsley and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And there you have it. It's just that easy. It was quick, easy, and a healthy. I wanted to tell you guys a little bit. I found this dressing. It's called Skinny Girl, and this one is honey Dijon, and I absolutely love it. I put it on my salad. You use 4 tablespoons for 0 points, so it's lovely. It's a very good flavor. All right, everything's gonna be super hot. I just got out of the. I'm so glad you came by, and I hope you're enjoying these recipes as much as I am making them for you. And of course, my husband enjoys them. Very good. And you can see the meatball when you cut into it, how it looks. It's very delicious. Well, enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you're watching this. And I want to thank you all so much again for all your support and kind words. And until next time, have a fantastic day.